Alright, so newsflash. Apparently, you can't have any opinion on how your kids are being indoctrinated. I mean, being taught by the big giant daycare system we know as the public school system. Yeah, this comes from the latest libtoid to strike the news networks over the holiday. Nicole Hannah Jones of the 1619 Project that she founded in 2019, so happens to be 400 years after the first group of slaves met the shores of Virginia from Africa. Yeah, she says, because you have no expertise, you have no say. She goes, it's not my job to teach my kids, that's why we send them to school. Although this is kind of partly true, that you send your kids to school so that they learn by some other people. That doesn't mean that you are totally shut out by what they are being taught. You have every right, as the parent of this child, as to what they're being taught in schools. And if you don't agree with it, you're supposed to raise your voice about it. I think that we should have better conversations like how many parents are actually in their child's lives. We're lacking if we looked race by race. But that's a different story. Let's not get into that in this video. But yeah, just think about it. No. She's totally fine with teaching critical race theory, which teaches that every white person, regardless of their age or what generation from the slave trade they were, you're guilty by association, even though your parents, nor you, nor your grandparents ever owned a slave. I find that pretty oppressing. If we're going to talk about oppression, you're pinning this whole thing. Yes, it was very evil what they did. I'm not saying that owning slaves was a good thing. I'm most certainly against it, and if it was happening today, I would be on the side of the abolitionists and saying that every man, regardless of race or gender, yes, there's only two genders, is a free man. They're all created by God equally, and they all have the same opportunity as one another. And no man should be enslaved to another man. But no, she's totally fine with that. Totally fine with that. In Common Core math, which 2 plus 2 doesn't equal 4, it equals whatever Tommy feels like. Because if Tommy feels like the answer is bubblegum because that's how he feels today, well, we should just give him a participation ribbon, just slap that right on his forehead, and tell him good boy, or they or them or whatnot, and pass no prejudice against them and saying, hey, no, you're wrong. But if we taught anything conservative, I bet this woman would be so up in arms. She would be calling for the head of the board of education on a silver platter. Yeah, I don't think she would see it the other way if tables were turned. But since we're teaching critical race theory and other liberal agenda bullshit, then she's totally fine with that. That's all I got. If you guys like this video, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button for me. I would greatly appreciate that. Comment down below. Tell me what you think about this. What do you think? Do you think parents shouldn't have a say in this, or they should? Whatever you believe, it's a free country. I don't disable any of the comments, so go down there if you want to say, hey, I believe that no parent should have the freedom of expression in this matter. Then by all means, put that down in the comments. There's not going to be any hate from me. I love a good debate. Go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and if you're on BitChute, subscribe to that as well, because I upload on both of those. And I'll see you in the next video. I'm the Angry Corpsman.